Hi, welcome to Mini Medi. Today, the topic is forgiveness. I know in my own life I've struggled with the whole idea of forgiveness. There's been people who've done some pretty horrific things, and people tell me to forgive them. But one thing you need to know, when you forgive someone, it doesn't mean that they're off the hook, so to speak, that you condone something that they did. That was key for me to learn how to start releasing that, because you hold it so tight, it actually works against you, and you don't want that because it hurts you. So it was explained to me that forgiveness just means not just keep repeating the story and keep holding on to that story, just to start relaxing a little bit, because it'll eat away at you. There are some things that are so horrific that you can never really truly forgive, but you can just start to learn how to release that. Now, if it's something you need to forgive about yourself, I've asked groups of people this: if there's something that they feel they've done that's not, they don't feel is forgivable, or they don't think their higher power can forgive, then that's something that they need to actually go to probably therapy for. Because if you feel like you've done something that is so unforgivable, then you need extra help. So that could be even just going to a retreat and talking to a reverend, a priest, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, or paid therapist, because you have got to work through that, because that is too much to carry around. But if you just had something, like I've had some pretty horrific things done, and I know there's a part of me that will always be in angst about it if I sit there and think about it. As obviously we know time does heal, and you definitely don't want to approach life from a point of revenge. That's just bad for you, bad for everybody, bad on a karmic level, just bad. It's basically all about energy, so you want to release the uptight, tight energy that you have. And, even if you can't just, I'm going to just let it go right now, that's fine. It's not even the most likely what happens when people start the forgiveness process. They could simply put a prayer out there. God, I know you already forgive this person, and help me to learn how, or help me to release it. It's just a starting point of learning to not hold on so tight, or you got to catch yourself when you start thinking about it, to just say, no, I'm just gonna, just release this a little bit. So it's really about catching it and working on the process. And trust me, in time it does get easier, where you won't think about that person and basically want them dead, okay? Or I can't wait to see them get there, that type of anger. But we understand, because we all go through it. But we also know on a healthy level, it's just not good for our being, our well-being, or our physicality. Because if you're anything like me, my emotions pretty much dictate my health sometimes. Like if I'm real nervous about something, you'll get car sick, or children do this. It's just the way that it is. So you do want to take care of yourself on every level, in your brain and your emotions and your thought processes. So we're just going to meditate on forgiveness and the idea of forgiveness. So we're just going to hold our hands out and close your eyes. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And now just focus on the word forgiveness. So we're just going to give up the story, give up telling the story. Forgo the story. So that when we think basically about whatever it is we did, or whatever was done to us, whatever brings up that turmoil in our belly, it makes us upset and makes our mind just go red, basically, if you had to pick a color. You're so mad and angry, or you feel revenge. If you feel revenge, you definitely need to release that and just catch it when you start thinking that and say, no, I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to try to relax, and keep telling yourself that every time you feel that inability to forgive. So just repeat after me. I have the ability to forgive. I might not even be able to forgive right now, and that's okay. I am willing to start losing my grip on this vengefulness, this anger, this unforgiving attitude, this unforgiving mind, whatever that closed part is, whether it's in your heart, your mind, your being, your spirit, your soul, whatever it is, you're just going to start to release it and notice when it comes up, and then just turn it over, even if you have to do this 100 times a day, because you know it's not serving anyone. It's not helping that person. It's not helping you. And you probably don't even want to help that person right now, but you know that there is a higher power that can help you and restore everything. And trust me, I do want you to remember that everything definitely always works out. Even that person, if a person has harmed you, things always work out. You might not know that or believe that or recognize it, but things always do. Somehow, some way, that person, basically everything evens out. I guess that's how I can say it. There's justice, and I've seen it and witnessed it. And then there's other people that are just removed from my life, but I know within me that everything is always taken care of. It might not be what I want, but I have to let go of control. So I just release and let go and know that justice is prevailing, and just believe that justice is prevailing in my life. So just repeat that. Justice prevails in my life. All is well. And we're just going to take one more deep breath in and exhale with the whoosh. And just release your hands and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Forgiveness is one of the toughest things to do, but we have to forgive to some degree in order to feel free and to feel good. If you have any questions, please let me know and ask below. Email me. My email is listed, and I'm MiniMedi333. So please contact me, Instagram me, whatever you need assistance with. I can definitely talk more about forgiveness and even get into more specifics with you if you'd like. And on that, I hope that you are free within your being and that there's nothing within you that you need to forgive. So live a good life and offer peace and loving kindness to other people. If there is someone that you're having trouble forgiving, just kind of picture them, if you can, if you're there, you can picture them in the light, having a light around them. If it's something more serious, then you just can say, God, help me to forgive them. You can even add, God already has forgiven them, if that resonates with you. I know I personally have used a prayer. I know God is forgiving them. I'm not there yet, and that's okay too. And then you just start to loosen up, and then whenever you think bad things, vengeful things, you have to train yourself to rethink and say, no, I'm going to release this anger because it's not good for anyone. It serves no purpose. And you just catch your thoughts, and then you switch your thoughts into something that's a little more relevant and a little bit more life-affirming and not death-affirming and wishing bad things on other people. You start wishing bad things on other people, careful, 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 because that comes right back to you. It does. So on that, you think beautiful thoughts and surround yourself with light and other people. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope that you leave a comment or any future topics. I would love those too, because I love to read and I love to learn. I'm such a nerd. See ya.